I second that.
Motion's been made and properly second.
Mr. Chairman, I have a few things to bring up. So this is a question for our county attorney. So in 532D, where is that in state code?
Yeah, that's, or is that in the ordinances changes we're voting on?
No, we're passing ordinance, though.
We are
The whole-
passing the ordinances that
but
have
the
been
whole-
changed.
So the problem is
That is
this
what
is
the public hearing is
532, so we're passing an ordinance that's in error. And this has been brought
Is
up
this-
over and over, and it's just been ignored. This is an ordinance that is in error because we have D here that is not in the Virginia code, and I just don't understand why it's not being corrected.
Is it an ordinance that was advertised for public hearing tonight?
It has been ignored for
That-
7 months now.
I'm taking it's not,
It's
if
been-
I can't get an answer.
You're right, it hasn't
Okay.
been, but
That's all we need to
it's an
know. We are
ordinance that
voting
has
on the
been in
ordinances
error
that
for
were
7 months,
in
and it's been
The
ignored.
changes made tonight,
It's been ignored for 7 months.
okay?
So I'd like to bring up another one, the ordinance 532. Sorry, not 532, 522. Again, we're insisting upon owning the dog as being guilty. There's Supreme Court, Virginia Supreme Court. I think this is just to confuse people because they'll see, oh, I own the dog, I must be guilty there. Whereas if they go, there has to be some intent, I think that's the important thing. And I think the way the Virginia Code has it, where the dog, any person who permits his dog to run at large implies intent. I'm not sure why we are so against permits and we just want ownership as being guilty. I don't understand that because it's clear that there's a couple of decisions, Stoughton, Bartholomew, Rice and Turner, both of those Supreme Court decisions in Virginia have said that there has to be some either negligence or improper care, improper confinement, that the dog gets loose or the livestock gets loose there. And I'm not sure why we insist on ignoring that permit. I've brought it up over and over. I just don't understand why we're ignoring it. And we're passing this ordinance here. I'm sure you 6 have every intention of passing the ordinance, but we're passing one that's full of errors.
Thank
We
you, sir.
also have another issue. We have definitions here. So the definitions, there are 7 errors in that. And those are pretty major differences with the Virginia Code. Why don't we just refer to the Virginia Code instead of having all the definitions in there? Because we're just having to keep up. We have to spend money to advertise this every time the state code changes it. If we just refer to the state code, then we wouldn't have to worry about the definitions. We have 7 errors in those definitions.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have the floor still, so thank you.
That's the sound of me having the floor, sir.
I have the floor
The
still.
amendment.
I have the floor
The
still.
motion has been called for, and then we have to vote on the call for the question.
No, I still have the floor.
So you
I haven't
do not.
finished.
All those in favor
I'm
of calling for the question?